Live from Nashville, Tennessee, it's theTHREE with the Studio C Band. And here's your host, Laura Harris-Smith.
Hi everybody, I'm Laura Harris-Smith. Welcome to theTHREE, where we're always looking out for you, body, mind, and spirit. And one of the things that I love to do the most is to talk to people Christians who are out in the world doing this stuff. You know, we don't want to sow the seed in the storehouse. We want to go out into the marketplace, into the world. And this couple, you guys don't need any introduction, but I'm going to introduce them anyway. Kevin and Sam Sorbo, welcome back to theTHREE. They are directors, they are actors, of course they're authors, they're parents, screenwriters, like you do it all. I asked them for permission to just pick 5 of the 100 things that they've done. But I called you a power couple last time, and I mean it in every sense of the word. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back,
Good to be
you
here.
guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're doing...
It's changed a bit.
It's changed a little bit. We're doing an exclusive edition season where if you can't get the busy people to come to you, you go to where they are. And so we're really happy that you're here. And I just want to start right off the bat, because when you were with us in season 1, you teased this, True Strength. Tell us what this is. It's fascinating.
Well, True Strength is it's autobiographical, and it deals with what I had to go through at the end of season 5 on Hercules. Got a break. We did become the most watched TV show in the world, so thank you for that.
Yes.
But season 5, I was having problems with my left shoulder, my arm. I couldn't figure what was going on, but I was doing all my own stunts. I was working 14-hour days, lifting weights 2 hours a day. Season 5 ends. I fly back to LA. We're about to get married 4 months down the road from then. And I was about to start another movie, but I was having all kinds of problems with my shoulder. Couldn't quite figure it out. Went to the doctor. They found a little lump up here, way up in the shoulder near the neckline, and they said we got to do a biopsy on that. I went to see my chiropractor. I'm laying on there, and a voice inside me says, "Don't let him crack your neck." Now in 8 years, he's never cracked my neck ever. So I don't know why I heard this voice, louder, more urgent. "Don't let him crack your neck." Boom, he cracked his neck. That ended up being an aneurysm. There've been spitting blood clots down in my arm for months, and 3 clots in my brain. I suffered 3 strokes. So I spent the next 3 years, next 4 months, basically learning how to stand and balance again. But next 3 years, fighting all the things, side effects and everything I had with it. It took a long time, and I remember seeing my neurologist at USC Medical Center, and I told him, I said, maybe we should call off the wedding because I was barely getting around. And he said, "Don't put your life on hold," which I thought was an amazing thing to say. Because a lot of times we do put our life on hold. And she was still willing to go through it. Before we got married, she got the worst part before the pastor said for better or worse. And she went through it.
I'm still waiting for better.
I know.
When's that coming?
I don't know. I have no idea. 22 years later, it's a tough time.
Oh yeah, when you guys were with us, you had just celebrated 20. That's right.
Okay,
3 great kids.
Yeah.
All right. So you mentioned something that my viewers are all about last time, and I know it's in here. You really had to recover body, mind, and spirit. Because it's what the physical aspect had to be horrendous. But at one point, I remember you telling the story how you really had to urge him just press in there, get your head in the game, emotionally and spiritually. Tell us what that was like.
Well, it was a tough road. I mean, look. My career, everything was taken off in front of me. My first big motion picture was about to come out for Universal Studios called Call the Conqueror, prequel to Conan the Barbarian, you know. So even though Conan was the son of Kull, so I played Kull, and Schwarzenegger's older than me, but apparently I'm his father. But anyway, it was
the magic of Hollywood.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
But it was physically, when you're playing something like Hercules, I was in like an amazing shape, and all of a sudden a guy that couldn't even get out of bed and walk. I mean, it was tough on my ego. It was tough. It wasn't really tough in my faith. I got mad at God. I wrestled with God, but you know, you will lose if you wrestle with Him. But I still wrestle with God.
Wind up with a limp.
Anytime I got down, which was a lot, she just looked at me and she says, "Kevin, it happened. What are you going to do about it?" Wow. And I think not only because of the age I was and the physical fitness I was when it happened, that helped a lot. Her drive me crazy helped a lot. And, and obviously my faith, but really it was looking in the mirror and saying, okay, this book is really about, there's a lot of humor in the book, there's other people, she wrote a few chapters, she's going to say they're the best chapters.
Yeah, yes,
and,
I'm sure that they are.
And, but you know, every time, it's interesting, everybody's going to hit a roadblock in their life. You don't know what age it's going to happen. And I do a lot of speaking on this book at different events.
Good.
And I know people out there, everybody's got a story, right? So it's, what are you going to do when you hit that roadblock? what do you need to do? So True Strength, the name really came from, on Hercules, I had a bunch of stunt guys making me look like a big stud, right? The reality is, that was phony strength, right? You have to find your own true strength to get past all the obstacles that come in your way. God never promised us a perfect life.
Yeah.
Things go bad for everybody. And this book really will motivate people. I've had car crash survivors, heart attack, cancer. People come up to me crying when I autograph a book for them at book signings, saying, your book has saved my life. And that is amazing. And I didn't want to write that book because of the male ego. I didn't want to show how weak I'd become, but she made me do it. So I blame you.
Oh, well, that's our job sometimes. All right, so you mentioned marriage. Back up a second. I love the story of how you all met. I was on your show, actually, day before yesterday, your podcast, and you said something to me that shocked me. You said, when I first met you, we had so much in common and we've developed a fast friendship. And I thought, are you kidding? That's what happened with this guy you met. And I remember like the 3 C's, the drive through the, the country and whatever. And so tell that briefly. Tell us what that was like, because the way you guys met on the set of Hercules was pretty amazing.
It's in the book. it is the best chapters in the book.
KevinSorbo.net. Get an autographed copy. Or I'll come speak at your church. Happy to do that.
There you go. Do it.
For us, it was pretty instantaneous.
Yeah.
We kind of knew almost right away, and then I was just waiting for the other shoe to drop, because I didn't think that I was gonna go to New Zealand and meet the man of my dreams.
Which is where Hercules was shot.
Yeah.
And so I wrestled with, I'm going to fast forward because that story's in the book.
Right.
I wrestled with how was I going to make my career work and be living in New Zealand with my new husband back and forth and all this. And I knew that there was a compromise to be had, and I had prayed about it, and I'd asked God, what's the compromise? And then I met Kevin, and I was like, okay, no compromise. And then he got sick, and he was in the hospital. And to put the icing on that cake, I landed the best job ever. It was a national network spot for ice cream, my favorite thing. First class to New York for 3 days, lots of money, very lucrative, really great job. And he was lying in intensive care. And so I went into intensive care, and I said, do you want me not to go? And he said, yes, I want you not to go, which was hard enough for him to admit that he needed me, right? And I went, oh, okay, God, that's the compromise. Done.
Beautiful.
And I've been so blessed, because there have been a few of those moments in my life where it was very clearly a binary choice. And I that appeals to me, because I'm a shopper. I will test drive every single car that fits closely enough to the parameters. Do you know what I mean? This was a binary choice. You can have your career, or you can have your marriage. And I chose the marriage, and of course, never looked back.
Right.
So thrilled. And he says, yeah, it was risky, because we didn't know if he was going to recover. That didn't matter, because I was just choosing him for what it was.
And now 3
and
amazing
out of
kids
that,
later.
Yeah, exactly. Good choice.
So out of that grew this
I was
book,
gonna
which
say,
is basically
True Strength and now True
in
Faith.
a sense a follow-up
This just came out.
to True Strength, and this book dropped last week.
Yeah.
So
And
tell us what. So that's a great transition, and definitely get True Strength wherever good books are sold, or invite, Kevin and Sam to your church. They'd love to speak. But I want to know about True Faith. You guys did this together. Like, well, okay, yeah, look, they're on the cover, both of them. Yeah, so I'm not famous enough that my publisher puts me on the cover of my books. I'm on the back cover.
We're on both,
but
actually.
this is amazing.
Do you see the back?
Oh, okay. Bragging rights. I love
Isn't that
that.
Yeah, they did a great job on the
got
cover.
some huge endorsers there. Yeah, tell us about it. What's going on?
Yeah, let her tell that first, and then I'm going to read one of the endorsements,
Okay.
which is my favorite.
Okay, so
Go
the
ahead.
name of the book is True Faith, Embracing Adversity to Live in God's Light. We don't often look at adversity as, oh yeah, bring it on. This is fun. Like, let's get at it. And I think we ought to rethink that, because it's through our adversity that we're made stronger. It's through our adversity that we discover our true mettle, our true strength, our true faith, right? And so that's really what this book is about. So it's about being married. It's about making films together. It's about working together. It's about overcoming the struggles together using faith. And one of the things that I say when we speak is marriage is an expression of faith. Yes, it's an expression of our faith, because we're Christians and we believe in Christian marriage, and we like that, right? But it's also an enormous expression of faith.
It is.
To bind yourself
is.
to that guy for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like, what does that actually mean? And so, and I think that we've gotten away from that a little bit in our culture. And so I just want to urge married people to rely a little bit more maybe on their faith.
The problem is I think we've made marriage as disposable as we've made human life.
Oh, certainly.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We say this is the birth of a baby is not convenient, so let's just get rid of it. Because marriage is not convenient, let's get rid of it. And faith will keep both of those things together and put you on a different road.
All right, read the quote. I want to hear it.
So it says on the back, marriage and movies and miracles. Oh my. But you read.
Well, it's a number. We've got a number. We got Kirk Cameron in here. You know, we've got John Rich. You know,
Pat Robinson wrote
star.
the foreword. So
we got Alice Cooper in here as well. Pat Robinson as well. Eric Metaxas. But one of my favorites is from Tim Allen, where he says, "This may be one of the best home improvement books I've ever read."
It's great. Okay, and now 64 movies later, they have a new movie coming out. So I want you to stay tuned, and after the break, we're going to hear about Against the Tide. Stay close.
Hi, I'm Laura Harris-Smith, inventor of Quiet Brain Essential Oil Blend. You know, if you would have told me 2 years ago when I was mixing that very first little bottle that we would have thousands of customers from all over the world and that we'd have to quadruple our staff to keep up with the demand produced by our international TV infomercial, I'm not sure I would have believed you. And if you told me I'd be hearing regular testimonies of improved sleep, reduced stress, migraine relief, even help with other neurological challenges like seizures, PTSD, tremors, muscle spasms, even anxiety, well, I probably would have cried. And sometimes, when I'm reading a Quiet Brain testimony, I do. But if you would have told me 1 year ago when we introduced our Quiet Brain Variety Gift Box that it would become the biggest selling item on our online store at quietbrainoil.com, I would have said, I believe it. The reason is because I created the gift box to be the perfect combination of all of our Quiet Brain products. The oil itself for topical use on the skin that contains only certified pure oils that can cross the blood-brain barrier and bring speedy relief and neurological support. And our aromatherapy line with our Quiet Brain shampoo and conditioner, candles, inhalers, all of which use the nasal passages to gain direct access to the limbic brain, which is the emotional center of the brain. So whether you need to use Quiet Brain topically or aromatherapeutically, the Quiet Brain gift box has everything that you need. And now we've given our gift box an upgrade without increasing the price. It now comes with our satin Quiet Brain Sleep Eye Mask. Just put a few drops of oil on the nose guard and you're on your way to enjoying a good night's sleep. And it all comes packaged in a beautiful gift box and delivered to the destination of your choice or sent to you so you can use it for 7 different gifts or keep a few for yourself. When sold separately, the items in the box are $160, but you're getting it for $135. That's a $25 savings, meaning that you're getting the nasal inhaler and the shampoo and conditioner for free. The Quiet Brain gift box comes with 1 Whisper Quiet Nightlight diffuser with 16 color options and intermittent mist options, 1 dropper bottle of Quiet Brain, 1 Quiet Brain nasal inhaler, 1 Quiet Brain candle, the satin sleep eye mask, and your healing shampoo and conditioner. And remember, both are color safe, aloe enriched, paraben and sulfate free, loaded with wonderful ingredients like unscented coconut oil, olive oil, sugar beet betaine, and of course the Quiet Brain blend with its 8 essential oils like lavender, frankincense, myrrh, sandalwood, and more. We get repeated testimonies of both being used with great effectiveness during headaches for pain relief. So go to quietbrainoil.com to order. Quiet Brain is a great gift for any time of the year, but especially for seasons like these that bring additional stress. Give the gift of health and peace this year. Give the gift of Quiet Brain.
Hi everybody, welcome back to theTHREE. I'm here with Kevin and Sam Sorbo. You've seen them in season 1, and oh my goodness, you can go to theTHREE.tv and catch that episode if you didn't, or you can just probably turn on any channel, primetime and daytime, and find them or one of their movies. And you actually have a couple of new movies coming out. I want to start with Against the Tide. Tell us everything. This is a fascinating documentary.
Against the Tide is the life story of John Lennox. He's an apologist, retired math professor from Oxford, England, was shot 3 weeks in Oxford and 2 weeks down in Israel. And this guy is unbelievably amazing. He is debated, he's an apologist, he's debated the great atheists of the world.
Wow.
Hitchens,
and Dawkins and Stephen Hawking,
Really?
all
Yeah.
these guys, yeah.
Wow.
So this goes through his life. This is a great tool for pastors, priests, rabbis to pass on to their
Very
flock.
smart.
It's an educational tool of how you can argue in a positive and kind and loving way to people who attack you for your faith. How you can defend the Bible and defend your faith, defend God, defend Jesus. It's amazing. This guy.
But it's also entertaining.
It's very entertaining. He's a
Really?
very fun. Oh, he's a very funny guy. You would
That's
think
great.
a math professor, you know, from
Yeah,
Oxford.
yeah.
If you're going to go into central casting in a movie, you're a very boring, stuffy guy. He is very funny. He sounds a little bit like Winnie the Pooh when he talks, and it's just.
Oh,
but it,
that is entertaining.
Oh, it's great.
Aw.
And we just had our very first screening in London recently to a full audience. People loved it, and now the premiere is going to happen at the NRB here. So
That is incredible.
it was a wonderful, wonderful time with this man.
All right, then. You've got another one coming out. Tell me about it. And you don't even know which is going to come out first. It's a race.
I've actually got 3 movies and 3 documentaries done in the can coming out.
When do you sleep?
I know. I can give a quick plug for Climate Hustle 2 is April 21st.
Okay.
Go to climatehustle2.org and they can find out about the movie. And is it .org or .com?
I don't know.
It's one of those two.
We'll figure
You'll
it
find
out. We'll put it on the
If you put
screen.
Climate Hustle 2, trust me, the computers today, it pops
Yeah,
up.
it
And we'll
pops up.
air this right before the release. That'll be perfect.
And that's April 21st.
Unless they suppress it.
And that one is, I narrate that one. I'm on camera as well. I say suppress it now. It's a follow-up to the first one. It's did very well. It's a Fathom event. We're in 1,000 screens already. And this shows the other side of the so-called global warming, where you have, actually there are more scientists
Really?
that say, you know, the planet's doing fine. And the panda bears are doing great. There's more ice being
You're a
formed.
brave soul.
Oh, they're going to hate me more. I don't care. I'm just pointing out facts and truth. I know.
gonna love it
I
more.
know people don't like facts, don't like truth, they don't like common sense. I apologize for that because you know
in
my
advance.
truth is different than your truth, and I need a
Yes.
safe space now. But anyway. Don't get me going. It's insane
I
what's
know
going
it.
on. You
It's
know,
too late. I
people,
know
what
it.
are you offended about? What do you got? You know, I'm angry with my own life. I just want to be angry
Well,
at
the
everybody
Bible says
now.
we're going to get a new heaven and a new earth. So the greatest argument at all, not against climate control, we are supposed to steward where we are, but the biggest argument is we're not staying here forever, guys.
No, the new earth better have golf, God. That's all I got.
Keep going. I'm sorry, I
That's all I
interrupted
gotta
you.
say.
Second that, actually.
Miracle in East Texas is a true story set in 1930, written by Dan Gordon. Dan Gordon co-wrote Let There Be Light.
Let
with
There Be
Sam.
Light,
He's an
right.
Academy Award, nominated writer. He wrote Denzel Washington's The Hurricane. He wrote Whiter, Highway to Heaven, showrunner, 60 episodes he wrote. He's amazing. It's a true story about these 2 con men, played by myself and John Ratzenberger, that would woo widows out of their money and fake oil wells through Oklahoma and Texas. Okay, true story. 1930, right in the heart of the Depression. And Lou Gossett Jr. is in it as well. And Tyler Mane and Sam's in it as well. It's a wonderful, wonderful, funny movie. And film
a comedy.
festivals.
It's a romantic
We've won
comedy.
everything
Right.
in film festivals, from best romantic comedy to best faith-based film and everything in between. They can't pigeonhole it, which I love. Because we're called to harvest, right? And this is the
That's
type
right.
of movie that's like Blindside, where people, both sides
On
love
both
the movie
sides
for
loved
whatever
it.
reasons.
Exactly.
And this movie is just fantastic. But the thing is, they would sell 500% of the shares wherever they go. And then they declare a dry hole and leave. They strike oil in Kilgore, Texas, largest oil fund in the history of the world at that time.
True story.
This
True
is during
story.
the Depression.
This is during the Depression.
Oh, my word. Okay.
But because they sell 500% of the shares everywhere, they get arrested because they can't pay back everybody at that moment. So they end up in
Interesting.
jail while they're waiting for sentencing.
Okay.
And walks a gentleman that says, I know, walks a gentleman that says,
Spoiler
well,
alert.
no, it's not spoiler. In the
So
movie,
you-
you know they're going to strike oil. What don't you want me to say,
No,
Sam?
but here's the thing: is that you play a good bad guy. Like we love to hate you.
Well, it's the character I play. These are real characters.
They are
he
real
has
characters,
amazing growth
but-
as well. No, they're not good characters because they do scam people.
Yeah.
And they steal. They basically
Right.
steal people's money.
Right.
But there is redemption at the end. There's redemption at the end. Trust me,
As
there
with
is.
your atheist movies.
Yeah.
So, which I made a
Right.
joke earlier about, are you an atheist college professor?
That's right.
Again, in this one. But the thing is that, I told you this when you were with us last time, any movie you are in is not cheesy. You actually make the transformation look real
Right.
and look appealing.
But that's the point, right?
That is
because
the
there
point.
is redemption.
Sure.
There is forgiveness
Yeah.
in life. And we're living in a cancel culture where the culture is telling us there's no redemption, there's no forgiveness.
That's
You're
right.
canceled. We're blocking you.
That's
Because
right.
I need a safe
everybody's
space.
perfect and they've
And
never done
that's-
anything bad in their lives.
No.
But if you did something when you were 8 years old,
Yeah.
we're not going to elect you to
That's a
Congress.
travesty, and we need to
Wow.
we need to speak out against that. We
Yeah.
need to speak into that, the truth.
It's crazy.
Which
It's
is that there
crazy.
is the possibility to redeem yourself.
Yep.
Now, we didn't really get to talk about the third film, so when we come back from the break, I want you to tell us that. And then I think I'm going to ask them about their political involvements. God's using these two far beyond the entertainment industry. That's really just a platform, and I'm really proud of the voice that they have been. It's your voice. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, Laura Harris-Smith here, and you know by now that it's a passion of mine to see people get healthy body, mind, and spirit. As a nutritionist and as someone who almost lost her life due to a lack of proper sleep, I'm convinced that sleep is the most important but the least emphasized puzzle piece for total body health. I created my Quiet Brain Essential Oil Blend to offer support to sufferers of migraine, tremor, PTSD, anxiety, seizures, and more. But one of the most frequent testimonies we get from all over the world is that it helps with insomnia. People are sleeping better with Quiet Brain. But my other passion is helping people hear God's voice, not just during the day while awake, but also at night while they sleep and dream. And that's why I wrote Seeing the Voice of God, what God is telling you through dreams and visions. And now my two worlds, that is author and inventor, really come together on this topic of sleep and dreams through my Sweet Dreams package. You get one rollerball bottle of Quiet Brain, which is comprised of lavender, frankincense, myrrh, sandalwood, and more, and a copy of Seeing the Voice of God, complete with a 1,000 symbol dream dictionary for interpreting your dreams, and instructions on which vitamins and minerals to help you better remember your dreams. Sleep is the mattress of dreams, so grab this offer while it's still available. One copy of Seeing the Voice of God and one rollerball bottle of Quiet Brain for easy application. And, while supplies last, a free Quiet Brain satin sleep eye mask. So take back your sleep with Quiet Brain and take back your dreams with Seeing the Voice of God. Order today at quietbrainoil.com.
Hi everybody, welcome back. We're here on The Three with Kevin and Sam Sorbo. So I teased right before and said that you were going to hear about another film they have coming out. Guess what? There's several more. You got 3 movies and 3 documentaries. Okay, spit them out. Tell them when and where.
One's called The Mustard Seed. As I know of right now, it's going to come out sometime in the fall of this year. I don't know anything else. I'm just an actor in the movie. They might change it to The Girl Who Believed in Miracles.
It just makes it really hard to plug when you don't know the name or the date.
Sure.
Well,
check kevinsorbo.net.
That's what they,
but still, it's good to talk about it and let people know what I'm doing. And then the other one is called One Nation Under God, which we're hoping opens the week of 4th of July. I play a nice high school teacher in this one.
Good.
And he has a debate class after school hours, and he sort of tricks the class, because he's a Christian, he tricks the class into talking about that phrase being put back into the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right.
And this one kid believes it should be, and the rest of the kids in the debate class gang up on the kid. And the other documentary is called Before the Wrath. I narrate it. It's on the Book of Revelation. It debuted just yesterday, 2 days ago on Amazon. Please check it out. Before the Wrath, debuted #1 on Amazon.
Debuted at #1.
Yeah.
Okay, one last thing. I mean, I just want to get this in.
Right.
So to go along with the launch of the book, we did a mini devotional for marriage.
That's right.
And so I want to encourage people to go. They can go to my website, samsorbo.com, or Kevin's website, kevinsorbo.net, or bit.ly/Sorbo Guide.
Okay.
Download it for free. It's a lot of fun. It's got a lot of photos on it and stuff. It's real pretty. So
that's on your screen right now. Go to that, and of course you can get these anywhere good books are sold. So that's amazing. Did we actually cover all the movies? Did we get it all out?
We got those in. I started
Almost.
another one. I'm in the Reagan movie coming up. Dennis Quaid's playing President Reagan. I'm playing his priest. So we start filming that in June.
I can't wait.
And then I'll be another movie starting up very soon before that one that I'll be directing as well, doing a pretty heavy high school drama, dealing in that one. And then I got a new TV series that we're filming for 2 months back in Los Angeles. I got to go back to that
Mercy.
state. And that one's
so
a comedy.
amazing.
That one's a comedy called Meet the Potwins. We've already shot 2 episodes, so we got 10 more picked up on. And it's a cross between Last Man Standing and All in the Family. My character is an Archie Bunker meets Tim Allen combined.
Oh, I can't wait.
It is a very funny comedy poking at fun at the ridiculousness of political correctness.
I can hardly wait. All right, I would ask you when you sleep, but instead...
I got my 4 hours.
Okay, I'm a nutritionist. I got to talk to you. That's not good.
I know, it's not
I want to
good.
keep you around
I
for a
know
long
it's
time,
not
Kevin
good.
Sorbo. Okay, so I just want to ask you this question. How did you get from entertainment to politics? You guys are out there. I mean, you've paid a price, but how did you get on that scene and become such a voice?
It's interesting.
the idea that there's a separation between politics and religion is an idea perpetrated by the left.
Yeah.
I agree.
Where do our laws come from? The Bible.
The Bible, all of them.
Yeah.
To disabuse you of your religion. Because your religion is your worldview. It's how you see the world.
That's
It's
right.
what you value. Okay? And so if you have a politician who is making political decisions but says, I divorce my political
Yeah,
decisions from
that's
my
my faith
religion,
and that's my
I
work.
keep my faith over here and my politics here, that's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because either you believe what you say you believe, in which case you have to act on it, or you don't believe it, you believe
Right.
something else.
Yeah.
So
True.
it's actually a very natural segue. It's just that people have done it sort of in an odd way in the
Yeah.
past, or in a different way, and I suppose we believe that the culture is at risk right now. And so we just decided to commit ourselves to breathing
Just get more
life back
vocal.
into the culture.
Yeah.
And so we do it with
Good
our
for
films.
you.
I do it with my education stance.
Your radio show?
My radio show.
Yes.
I do
Yes.
a daily radio show called the Sam Sorbo Show. That's also podcast at mikeonline.com, but you can go
Great.
to mojo50.com daily at 3 p.m. Eastern. It's live. It's funny because, how do you know that life is worth living? Well, you need purpose, right?
Yeah.
That makes a reason for life, right? We have as Christians,
We know what that is.
We have a purpose. We know that God sent us here with a purpose.
Yeah.
And so really, sure, sometimes we struggle like, God, why am I here? What's the point, right? But for the other people out there who don't have religion, they need to find a different purpose.
Yeah.
And typically their purpose is anti-Christian.
And it becomes their many on the left, because there is no real religion or base there, their politics become their religion, that explains the vitriol, and the visceral
Right.
reactions that they have to
Well,
everything. Everything is hate speech
Well,
against them.
Their politics is their religion.
Well,
It's
freedom is-
secular humanism, which devalues human life. And so I would ask people when they're voting, vote for the candidate who values freedom, who wants more freedom for you, not stuff. Freedom. That is the most important thing that you can have.
Yep.
Everything
Right.
else
But
comes after.
freedom of speech that they scream for, and tolerance that they scream for, it's a one-way street. There's
Yeah.
no room for movement
No.
with these guys, and it's absolutely
And they
insane to me. The
say
hypocrisy.
tolerance, but they're intolerant.
Oh, they're totally intolerant.
Yeah. All right, Kevin, I know you got a bolt.
I got a bolt.
You're a busy guy. Look, true faith, truth, strength. You could practically walk into any movie theater in the next 6 months and you're going to find one of their movies. But even though you have to go, I have so much to talk to you about. We are both education fanatics,
and
and so
she'll talk,
would you stick
trust me.
around? Would you stick around?
I would love to.
And let's do a part 2, and let's
Okay.
bring it to everybody next week.
do
Okay,
it.
everybody, you don't want to miss next week. I'm going to be here with Sam Sorbo. So thanks for coming in, guys. We'll see you next
Bye.
time, everybody. Bye bye.
Thank you.